We are ready to hustle.
We are live.
Doing the hustle.
Always. um, this is Thrifting Bitches of Reselling, and today we're talking about a little bit about vacation settings on eBay and returns on PayPal. Um, we've had some experiences with that. Um, I've I've done vacation settings once, and so I don't remember all the specifics, but I'm sure Valerie goes to California pretty often, and she has to put her stuff on vacation settings more than I do, so she probably knows more about it than I do. So handing it over to you, sis.
Okay, so I'm Valerie. You might see me as Chick Picker 911 on some of the chat. I've been around for a little bit. Um, about 2 years we've been doing it hot and heavy, and just went full time in April. So, the thing that I wanted to bring up today was the vacation. When you're going on vacation, you don't want to have your store active. And you can choose to either have it, um, you can hide your all of your listings. You can set your vacation, and it's pretty self-explanatory. When you're going through um, that form that you're filling out online, and it's asking you what date to what date, and if you want your listings to be seen. So you can actually sell things while you're on vacation and while it's on vacation mode, but you can't. Um, how would that work? You can sell, but and people can see your listings, but you definitely have to set your handling time. My handling time is 1 day. So what I would need to do is figure out how many days I'm going to be gone, and set my handling time. Usually what I'll do is the same day that I'm getting back, that's when I will start shipping.
Right.
So either that, it depends on when I get home, basically. um but I can do that, or I can put it for the next day, just to be on the safe side. But but the handling time is the main thing. You have to set your handling time. A lot
And
of people think,
you
I'm
can
sorry.
change that. You could change that in bulk to where
Yes, you can.
you change everything all at one time to whatever it is. I think there's a couple of different options, isn't there? Like 1, 3, 5, or do you just put in the number?
I think it is. There is like uh, like 3 to 5 days, 7 to 10 days,
Yeah, 20
something like
days
that.
or some. I think the highest is like 20 or something.
Right.
And then,
So,
you know,
and that will actually, so if you set that to, when you're going to be back, what it does is it gives your estimated time of shipping. It pushes that back to, a week, or however long you're going to be gone. So that way, when they're seeing, oh, when am I going to get my package? It's going to put it out, about a week, or however long your shipping or your handling is. Um,
it'll actually show on the listing, um, almost like whenever you see packages from China and stuff like that, they're like in a yellow color.
mhm.
It'll show it like that to where it'll tell the buyer that it's going to be a while.
Right, right. So they're not, expecting that package in 2 or 3, days if it's priority. Um, so, but the handling, you want to make sure when you do your setting, your vacation setting, and you check you set your handling time, I always like to go through my listings just to verify that, it did pick it up and everything is good. Because the last thing you want is to have a customer that expected something for, say, a birthday or, an anniversary, and they're not going to get it for 2 weeks, and the event is already passed. You don't want that. And
And
that's
that can
going to,
also it can also put your account in jeopardy of being suspended or closed down completely because if you have five people that buy things from you, and then those five people are pissed off and don't understand the situation and are going to give you negatives and give you bad feedback and complain to eBay about you're not putting your stuff on vacation, right? Then or you're not telling the truth about what's going on, how long it's going to be to ship out and stuff. It can definitely, we've heard of people losing their whole account because of that. So it's very, you have to be very specific about what you're doing, and make sure that you're doing all the right things to keep your account good.
yeah. Yeah, because they can give you negatives for that. And then also you can get the late shipment defect. And,
Right.
if you've got any of those and you're under, not even counting the top rated seller or anything like that. I mean,
Right.
it's, it could really mess your account up. And if it's your primary source of income, that could really, you know, make an impact and cause some trouble for you.
Right.
So that's why we mentioned it, just because I know there's a lot of people going on vacation, and some people don't know about the handling. They think, well, there is a vacation setting, so I'll just put it on vacation. I'm good to go,
Do you know,
and that
sis, do you know if there is a vacation setting for people that don't have a store?
no,
There's no setting for that.
there is not. What you have to do is you have to end your listings.
Oh, really?
You have to end all of your listings, and I would assume if you ended them, when you get back, it's just a matter of relisting them. Yeah,
So you
but
can't change your handling time on those?
um, I don't know. I don't know if you can change your hand. I would think you could.
I think so too. I mean, because if I think I can't remember for sure, but I would think that you would be able to use that setting.
Well, that's true. I mean, I think um, when you don't have the store, you still have a setting of your handling time. So you
Right.
should be able to go in there and postpone, any shipping or handling. You should be able to do that. So
Yeah.
that could be a way to do that. But I I like the fact of keeping, having it in vacation mode, but people can still buy things, because I could still have my business and still get sales while I'm out of state, or on
Right.
vacation. So that's important to me, especially being my only business. um but I would think that, yeah, I think you could do that
But I'm
on.
thinking if you don't have a store, then somebody buys something the day after you leave,
Uh-huh.
and if you don't print that label, that's where it's gonna, maybe that's where it comes into where it won't work if you don't
Well,
have a
because
store.
if your handling time is put is postponed for a week, say your handling time 7 days,
Yeah.
then that label, printing that label, isn't going to be imperative, because
Right.
it's not going to be important, because it's your shipping time isn't for another 7 days. You
Yeah.
don't have to ship that. So
And that should work.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and you could potentially you could still keep getting sales and everything. So
Yeah.
I think I think I'll look a little bit more into that because I'm not 100% sure about that, not having a store and just increasing your handling time. So
Right.
I'm going to look into that and see if you can actually do that.
Maybe you can post something in the group later if you find out an answer for that. Or if
Right,
anybody else knows for sure, they can
right,
always chime in and let us know.
absolutely. So
Um,
we don't want to give false information. We
no,
want to give correct information, and so if we don't know the answer, we'll find out, and we'll go from there.
yeah, we'll just, it's all about sharing information with everybody else and, with ourselves. And um, I had a return on PayPal, which was the first ever. It was something that I had sold. It was for an item that I sold on eBay. And instead of them sending opening a case for, basically it was an item not as described, because when it was for a DVD recorder, and I guess it wouldn't perform all the functions that um, it was supposed to. And
Hmm.
I know that it did before I sent it, and I wrapped it really well and everything. The guy that opened the case, he said that whenever he got it, that it looked like the box had been kicked around and everything, and he opened it up and it looked fine on the inside because I had it, packed really good.
Hmm.
And but he tried to use it and it didn't work well, and um, didn't it didn't play back or something. So, anyways, so he opened this case through PayPal instead of eBay, which I've never dealt with that before, so I didn't know what the heck was going to happen. Um, they obviously held my money right away, um, just like they do with an eBay case that, is opened.
Hmm.
And at first, the guy didn't talk to me for like 5 or 6 days. Right after I opened the case, he did not talk to me. I sent him an email through PayPal, sent him an email through eBay, and he did not even answer my emails. So I thought I was going to have a real problem with communication with this guy. But maybe he was away or something. But after a few days, he said that it was, the box was really bad on the outside and everything, and um, he was willing to send me pictures so that maybe I can open a case through USPS, which that's covered through priority mail up to $100. Um, you know, you can make a return, or a, what do you call it, refund?
Claim.
Yeah, claim. Ugh. I lost my words. So, anyways, so he was saying that he was going to take pictures and everything of the packages, and I was like, oh my god, that is so good, because there's a lot of people out there that they're not going to take pictures of packages, because they're pissed off. So you kind of understand where they're coming from too, but they're pissed off that the thing doesn't work, and so they're not going to sit there and do things for you, so that you can get your money back out of it. So
Right.
anyways, what happened was, I don't know how PayPal does their, shipping labels, they if they're able to send the buyer a shipping label. I didn't have any part in that. Um, all I know is the guy asked me for my address, and he sent the DVD recorder back to me. I'm assuming that he paid for it.
Right.
Which, through eBay, if he would have went through eBay, eBay would have made me pay for it,
Right.
with it being an item not as described. So, I don't know all the ins and outs of the PayPal thing. But after he sent it back to me, I looked at the package and opened it and everything, and it looked complete. Looked like he had actually spent a lot of money to ship it back to me because he had it professionally wrapped. And so after I got it back and seen that it was complete, I went ahead and sent him a refund, a full refund, and sent him an email and told him that I'm sorry that the sale didn't work out and that hopefully he can find what he's looking for. Um, and then I went ahead. He sent me an email with the pictures of the package, and I went ahead and opened my first claim with USPS. I had never done that before, but it was pretty simple actually. I was very surprised.
Yeah,
So
I've never done a USPS claim before.
yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that they're not, assholes about, the kind of pictures that were, taken and stuff because it didn't show the product.
Right.
All it showed was the box. It showed how beat up the box was, and there was
And
like,
the pictures actually portrayed that.
yeah, you could see it. You could see
Wow.
like the box, dented. So, and there was like 5 pictures that the guy took. So,
Cool.
um, I'm hoping that they don't like need to see pictures of the product in the box, and stuff like that because he didn't have that.
Right.
So, hopefully that's that'll go through. And somebody told me that it takes about 2 weeks for them to get the money back in the PayPal, but um, hopefully it'll work out.
Cool. Now, do they send that directly to PayPal or do they send you a check?
Um, I don't know.
I think I have heard that they send a check.
Yeah, because they have my address, so
Right.
maybe.
Because usually the USPS and PayPal really don't have anything, combined. So I would think that you would probably get a check. But again, that's, I'm not for
We'll
sure.
find out, and we'll broadcast when we let you know. We'll let you know when we find out.
Yeah,
This is all an experience game for us.
that's what it is. We learn the different things and we share between ourselves and now that we have this show, we can share with the world, and
Yeah.
so that's good. But yeah, and if you guys have, if the audience has anything to add to that, or maybe there was something we were missing, or maybe we said something wrong, please chime in and let us know that, because we definitely want to give the correct information
Yeah, we're speaking
and
solely from experience here, from what
correct.
we've experienced. We're not giving you false information that we know of, but that's our experience of
Right.
what we've dealt
Right.
with. So,
Exactly. All
so,
right.
so that
So
was, a couple of firsts this week. It's like this whole um, genre of, well, not, I don't know about genre, but if that's the right word or not. But this whole thing about reselling on eBay and stuff like that, it's like you're continuously learning. I mean, I've been doing this for almost 2 years, and this is the first time I've experienced having a return on PayPal and also having to do a USPS claim. So, those two are major things, I think. And now I know what's going to happen usually, when, or maybe it'll have a different experience next time, but I know the ins and outs of it,
right.
basics.
Right. You know
um,
what to accept or expect.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's a good thing to learn about it, even though it kind of sucks getting a return, and it sucks having to make a claim, but that's that's the business that we're in.
It's part of business.
Hmm.
It's part of the business. Yeah, exactly. So did you have any sales, good sales this weekend
Um,
or this week?
I don't remember. um, nothing too, nothing too good. I mean, I had a bunch of auctions that went off today, mostly clothes, and all price cheap because I got them, at the bag sale, which I am only spending about uh between 20 and 30 cents an item. So whenever I did sell a remote control impulse control therapy game. It's um, basically got these cards in it. It's um, it's for kids that don't really know, or they have a problem with knowing when to stop, knowing when to go, knowing to 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 act on a situation,
Right,
basically.
right.
So that's what this game is about. Is it's not really a game. It's for therapy,
Mm-hmm.
but it's made into a game for kids that that need to learn about this stuff.
Right.
Some kids have problems with their behavior, control and stuff like that. So I sold that. I sold a couple of my Heinz ketchup ketchup holders that were new in the box that I got a bunch of stuff from my son. He works at a restaurant and they're redoing everything right now. They're remodeling and throwing out old stuff and obviously throwing out new stuff too because I've in my inventory now I have like so much new stuff that that restaurant has gotten rid of. It's just been sitting there and they could have been using it, but they didn't. So now I'm gonna resell it. And he got it for free because they were just gonna throw it in the dumpster anyway. Um, so that was part of my. I'm not selling those for a whole bunch. I think they're going for a couple of dollars plus shipping. It's like 6.45 shipping, and it's not that much to
Yeah.
mail them. So making a little bit of money on the side on that one.
But
Um,
that's really awesome that, he can help you, that he can bring you items. He is
yeah.
very well aware that, you are a reseller and that you can do something with those. That's awesome.
Last night he brought me a box of like 30 CDs, and they're 1990 wrap. You know how good those are gonna sell. I don't
Yeah.
know if I can do them on Amazon or not, but I could definitely sell those on eBay. And
Yeah.
I'm sure it's good rap too. It's like the Wu Tang Clan, and Busta Rhymes, and that kind of rap.
Yeah.
So there's people that still listen to that, and I mean I like it, but that's besides the point. um,
Yeah.
I
I think that's awesome that he can do that and, you
yeah
know, help your business, um, keep inventory and give you,
yeah. I mean
inventory to keep
there's
on.
I've got a lot of stuff out of that. I've got I have stuff that I haven't even listed yet, which I should get in there and list it.
But you're
I
on a show, so you can't.
should. Right. I'm busy right now.
Sorry, you can't list. I'm on a show.
That's a good excuse.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, let's see.
What about you?
What did I have? So I sold I sold my Suzuki racing jacket.
You did.
I sold it for $100.
Awesome.
Um, when I started, I didn't when I listed it, I had it listed at first for 250 with best offer. And I left it there for probably 3 days, went down to, about 220. And I had watchers on it, but no one was biting, nobody, no offers, no nothing. And so I went ahead and put it, I think it was 129, and then it went on sale for 116. I got a best offer for, at first he offered me 80, and I was like, no, I can't. I'm not going to go that low. And I figured I would just, sit on it. And so I countered him with $100, and he took it. So
Awesome.
that was a good sale. That was a $7 investment.
Woo!
So I made $93 on that. So that was good. Um, and he did send me a message. He said, "This is for my son, for his birthday, and I'm pretty sure, with all the measurements that you gave, that it's going to fit him fine. But I want to make sure that if it doesn't, I can return it." And I said, "Yeah." And I said, "It's a no hassle return. Just start the process if you want to return it, and I will be glad to give you your money back."
Yeah,
So, that's and he was happy with that. So,
that's good.
but it was a great jacket, and I really wish I could have got more out of it, but I it wasn't something that I really wanted to sit on for a long tail item. I wanted to get rid of it, and to do that, you have to be willing to go less in your price,
Yeah.
and so that's what I had to do. Um,
We have our
so
little treasures. We have our little treasures that we want to, we want to sit on, that we will wait, and we want that money out of that,
right,
out of that product, either because we spent it, we spent enough to, we want to make sure that we can cover that cost,
right,
or because we know that it's worth, what we have it listed for, and you
right.
know,
We want to definitely get that money for that item because we know it's worth that.
yeah,
Yeah, I completely agree. But and I kind of swing back and forth as far as the long tail, short tail. You know, uh, I'm I'm impatient, but I want the money.
show
I
me
want
the
the I
money.
want the most I want the most money that I can get out of the item. So, it's a tug of war,
Yeah,
because you can't have them both usually.
right, right,
So,
yeah. I do the same thing. I I'm awful about that. I have been trying to like do the big sales and just flush a lot of the clothes, and with auctions and stuff like that, flush a lot of that out, because I need to get my room under control.
right,
And I do want to have more listings, but I don't want my listings to get way out of control either, to where I have so much that I can't keep track.
right.
So I want to keep that inventory low, and
Hmm.
keep things, pushing through.
Right.
So
And that's the main thing. I think, if you kind of look at it as, I sold 5 items yesterday. You want to I would probably suggest it actually just kind of come to me, but so basically you should replace those 5 items that you sold. So like 5 items is like your minimum that you need to list the next day,
that's actually a good idea.
because
Really
that
good
will
idea.
keep your inventory, your listings. It will keep them kind of, for the most part, at a constant number. And if you want to get your number down, say if it's at 400, you want it at 300, have a blowout sell 50%, get rid of this,
Right.
get it sold, and get it out of there, and that will
Yeah.
definitely do it.
Do you want to start sending a link to get people in here?
Yeah, we can do that.
We just got invited to the happy hour with,
Oh, did we?
yes, we did.
Woohoo!
Woo, we're going to happy hour.
Okay. So let me.
And anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, it's on, is this on Dusty's channel?
Actually, they have their own channel. It's the Reseller Happy Hour.
Reseller happy hour, and it's with Dusty usually and Jen Bennett,
Mm-hmm.
and help me out here.
Neil Sullivan,
Yep.
Joe Panico,
Yep.
and who's the other one? I think
Sometimes
that's.
Jordan's
Oh,
on there sometimes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Jordan's on there sometimes.
It's just a whole slew of YouTubers that, talk around, about eBay and reselling in itself and daily life. It's really good show.
Yes, yes.
And that starts at what time? 9?
Yes, and I believe that is Central Standard Time.
So
Maybe.
so you're at
No,
at
no,
7.
I lied. That is Eastern Time.
It is Eastern time. Okay.
Yeah, so it's 8. It's 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Yep,
So in around 30 minutes.
yep.
Okay.
I always get those mixed up. The whole time thing.
Yeah. We're gonna
Okay.
open this up and see if anybody joins us, and see if anybody maybe has any thoughts about the whole vacation setting, eBay return thingy. So we could talk for probably a good 20 minutes and then maybe take a little break and then get on the other show.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good to me. So did you do anything this weekend? Did you go to any thrift stores or anything?
I did no sourcing because I have no need.
Well, phew,
I leave
I
that to you.
cannot say the same thing. I cannot say the same thing.
I could have probably went to some yard sales or something, but I have so much in my room right now that I just can't. I can't imagine.
You don't want to imagine. It is crazy. Craziness.
Well, what'd you get?
Well, this week I got there's actually a thrift store. I drive 5 miles to my post office. I have a post office that's down the street, but she's given me some flack in the past, so I go to another post office, and they like me down there. So, and I like them, so everybody's good. Um, so I go down there, and I usually go there every morning between 10 and 11 or so. And every once in a while, not every day, but there's a little thrift store just down the road from the post office, and they don't have a whole lot. They're pretty, there's not a whole lot of stuff there, but I like to go there about once a week, maybe every 2 weeks, and just kind of look around. Um, because I always think they could have an item that they have no idea what it is, and it's just sitting there waiting for me to pick it up.
Right.
So that's kind of the way I think of things, like that. So I did go in there this last week, and I picked up. I didn't get very much. There was a few pieces of clothing that I picked up. They were just regular, brand name, but they were. I think there was a pair of shorts, and they were men's pair of shorts,
Hmm.
um, and they were a good brand. So I went ahead and picked those up. Um, and then that was pretty much all of my sourcing. No, that's a lie.
That's a
That's
lie.
that's a lie. Sorry. No, so I live about 50 miles from one of the main, cities that is close to me. They're 50 miles away. My mother-in-law asked me to go to lunch, and so she goes to, we were going to go to St. Joe to have lunch. And so while I was there, I figured, why waste a trip? So I went to Goodwill and I went to Red Rex, and I picked up a couple of things. Not, I didn't go crazy, like I usually do, but
That's good.
if you find something that's good, you don't want to, not get it. You kind of have to get it. But yeah, so I did go shopping more than once. Um, so, but that's okay. That's our business, right? And if we can
Right.
go,
Right.
then we should go. But I definitely have an overabundance of inventory.
Is that what you're calling it now?
Yeah, and what I do is I always say I'm saving up for winter time. I'm saving up for winter.
Right, because we're not gonna want to go anywhere in the wintertime. Really. I mean, I don't know if I mean, I know your winter isn't as harsh as mine, but mine I'm a homebody anyways, and so going somewhere in the winter time, thrift stores and stuff like that, it will be it'll be a little harder for me,
Right,
because I just we go grocery shopping and we go to family's house, but that's about the extent of our travel.
right. Yeah. And this is going to be a new winter season for me because, I'm not used to being at home. I'm used to, being out and driving in the snow and everything. And so it's going to be, for me, it's going to be, staying home and listing.
Yeah.
And that's okay. During the summer months, me and my husband were going to sales, and we're, going to do this and that and the other. And so, but in the winter months, we really don't go that much on the weekends. We stay at home where it's warm and safe, and that's where we stay.
Yeah.
So a lot of that inventory is going to help sustain us through the winter time. We're not able to get out,
Right.
so it's
Well,
a good thing.
I think maybe in a couple of weeks I might try to go um, yard selling pretty hard. Uh, I want to make sure that I have enough inventory to last um, while I'm laid up, kind of, so to speak. Staying home, I'll be home for 2 weeks, and because I'm having surgery, so I want to make sure that I have enough to list, enough to keep me busy at home. Because even though I won't be lifting or anything like that, but I'll still be able to list, stuff and keep stuff flowing on eBay. So
Right,
that's what I'm really thinking about right now. Um, trying to keep that a main focus
Yeah.
so that I can keep pulling
And
money in.
that's a great idea. You know, that's and that's where, eBay and all of our stuff, a lot of people think, well, man, you're just a hoarder, but
No, no, no.
you're not a hoarder if you sell. If and it may not look like you sell anything because
There,
you've got so much stuff.
there's a super fine line, but we
Yes.
know the line. We know the line.
Yeah. 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 I mean, if I was a hoarder, I probably have this whole room full, and
You wouldn't be able to get in there.
no. So, if I can get in the room, then I don't consider myself a hoarder. So there you go.
There's the line.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we don't have
That's right.
anybody else with us right now. Do you want to go ahead and shut it down and
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, we've been going for what, about 35, 40 minutes.
yeah. So
Unless you have anything else to talk about.
um not really. I mean
Not really.
not that I can think of right now.
I think it's our California way of talking. We always talk fast. I think when we talk to each other, we talk a lot faster than like if I talk to my husband or you talk
I
to
think so
Brandon.
too.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe just like that dialogue or something. I don't know.
I don't
Kind of
know
weird.
either. Yeah, I talk much slower to my husband than other people here. Maybe because they talk slow and I'm afraid that they can't understand me or something.
Yeah, that could be. Makes sense. But yeah, we can go ahead and shut it down, and that way we can get ready for the happy hour. We don't want to miss the happy hour, and
Not. They're excited to have us on.
that's good. Very good. So, all right. Well, you're gonna close it down.
Yeah, if you want me to. We have a Thrifting Bitches of Reselling Facebook page. You can
Hmm.
go on that and ask to be a member, and we'll put that through. We'd love to have anybody, you know, old sellers, new sellers, anybody that wants to join. Even if you're not a seller and you just want a little bit of information, that's cool too.
Yeah.
We'll give you whatever you need. We'll try to help you as much as we can. Our whole channel and reason for doing this is to share information with other people. Um, we obviously have a YouTube channel, Thrifted Bitches of Reselling. Um, and we'd like you to like, subscribe, comment. If you like it, tell us what you like about it. If you hate it, give us a thumbs down and tell us what you hate about it. I really don't care. Either way, it'll make us knowingly more, it'll make us better YouTubers, make us better at doing what we're doing because we will know what people need and, be able to maybe, change things up a little bit.
Hmm.
Um, if you like it one way, if you like, being able to uh, come in and speak with us in the front or, at the front of the video or if you don't like that, just let us know. I'm just, we're just trying to figure things out. Still, this is the start of everything, so we're still trying to work on, how we're how the direction of the show is going and all of that. So, we want to put out good content, but we also want to help people. Um,
Right.
so
One
just
thing that I want to add, Sally,
uh,
is that the thrifting bitches of reselling is not only for women. It's,
no,
please, if you're a man, and you don't mind the title of the YouTube or the Facebook group, by all means, ask to join. We'd love to have you.
yeah,
Um, And the more the merrier. That's what we say.
You
So
bitch. Come on, really? I mean, it's just a name.
it's just a name. That's all
It's
it is.
just a name, and we put that on there because it draws attention.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
To draw attention our way, so that we can help people.
Right.
It doesn't make you a bitch if you follow the group or whatever. So, you know,
Yeah. Come on in and see what it's all about.
we'd love to have
And yeah, absolutely.
the more people that we have, the more information that we have. So the more people that we can also ultimately help, and you know, that's that's the point.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And let's have fun.
That's what it's all about right there. Is just having fun, laughing, and that's the name of the game right there.
Yeah.
So
So come and join us. We'd love to have you. We don't discriminate, between sellers or we don't get caught up in the drama for sure.
yeah,
So, you know, just
we just like to have fun
yeah. So
and
come
sell
join us
stuff.
and sell stuff. So yeah, come hit us up. We'd be we'd be glad to have you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
Well,
so we're over and out.
yep.
All right.
See you later.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.